What's up, guys? This is Clashing with Sir William for yet another war recap. So we are now 15-0 as a clan. We're doing real well. And on this previous war right here, it was a very good war. Another decent clan. And as you can see, we just didn't get their top two bases, and two of their middle bases. And that was just about it. We got all of their top bases. We got some of their mid and all the town hall lights. So the first attack I'm going to show is going to be a queen walk govalho on their three that I did. So I'm just going to start my queen off in the northwest. I'm going to drop a wizard just to make sure my funnel is set where my queen passed the way I want her to. And then from there I'm just going to wait it out a little bit. My queen's going to be fine. And she's just going to be able to go and survive, take all the hits right there. Because there's not more than 2-point defenses that are going to target her at one time. So 2 archer towers are already down, which means there's only 9-point defenses left, archer, towers, and cannons wise. So she's fixing to go ahead and start moving towards the west, and that is when I'm going to deploy my kill squad. This was not a fresh attack, so I was aware of what was in the CC, and I knew I did not need to bother with a lure. That is why I did not deploy any hogs to draw the CC. So I'll go ahead and drop just a few wizards to set my funnel, and then I send my wall breakers in. Once the wall's open, I send in my Barbarian King and my Valk, and then afterwards it's just going to be a bunch of spells that are fixing to fall. So the CC is fixing to come out, and once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and drop my poison spells. I'm not sure why they had low level minions in the CC. Not exactly what I would have done, but I mean, do whatever you want, I guess. So I go ahead and drop a heal and my rage spell in the core, just to get my Valk through, and then I drop the jump spell on the other side of the base. So I send my hogs in from the south and the southeast. Alright, so they're going through and taking out a bunch of the point defenses. Alright, my arch queen is back on the perimeter, so she's now cleaning up from the north to the east side. So now all that's left is an Expo, the cannon that my arch queen just took out. So there's only an Expo, a Tesla, and 1 cannon, and 2 mortars, and that final east archer tower. I still have my Barbarian King with his ability, my Arch Queen with her ability, and 4 healers, and also probably 4 or 5 Val. So at this point I was feeling pretty good about getting the 3-star. And as you can see, I have a wizard that's going up to target that storage, and ultimately now it's just going to be them breaking through the walls and getting me the 3-star. So now the Expo is targeting my healers, which isn't a big deal now, because I mean, all that's left is an Expo, and it goes down, and it was a 3-star. So the next attack that I'm going to show is going to be a queen walk, a bowler walk into a govalho that I did. So for this one, it was yet another cleanup attack, so I knew what was in the CC. So the first thing I do is I just drop my bowlers over here, alright, and just to have them do their little bowler walk. And this was ultimately going to be the widest funnel I have ever made. So my bowlers are going to go through, and they're pretty much just going to demolish the west side of the base. I mean, the bowlers are doing massive damage, taking out 2 buildings at one time. So once the funnel is set, I go ahead and send in my golem. I drop my wizards to set my funnel real well. Alright, and then my heroes come in, and then eventually I'm going to drop my Valk. My bowlers are still alive. They're still just over there. I think bowlers do massive damage. This has to be probably one of the most strongest Town Hall 9 attacks there are right now. And this was actually my first time doing it, so I wasn't even really sure it was going to work. But we had already won the war, so I was like, I'll try it and just see what happens. It worked well. There's a few things that I think I need to improve on because this attack was a little close. I send my hogs in just a little bit of a surgical drop from the east. You see, the Lava Hound is just completely a pointless CC right here. I mean, it's just doing no damage to any of my Valk. I virtually ignored it and then just dropped my poison spells on the pups, and I mean, I was okay. So my hogs trigger that giant bomb right there, and that's going to take them out. So I still have, my bowlers are finally going to go down right there. So I still have both my heroes alive and just a few point defenses left. The Expo is targeted on a Golemite, which is being healed by 1 healer. Yeah, I don't know why that healer couldn't, heal my Archer Queen and be useful, but hey, whatever. So this is where my hero levels come into play. My Arch Queen, I was able to use her ability. She's able to take out the Archer Tower, and then she'll be able to also take out this cannon, and ultimately that is what got me the 3-star. My one wizard on the other side is going to be able to sit there and just take out some of the trash buildings on the east side, and my Archer Queen is just going to sit there and she's going to take out the rest of the trash buildings on the west side. And that'll be it. So that was my first bowler walk for a govalho, and it was a 3-star. I was pretty happy with it overall. And it was a 3-star. So the final attack I'm going to show is just going to be one that was done by Dylan on their 6. So this is a pretty popular farm base right here. So it wasn't a very unpredictable base, and ultimately Dylan's just going to shred through it with his Valk. So he's just going to send his Golem in. He knows there's the Hound in the CC, so he's just going to send his Valk in, just have them shred through it. He's going to send his Hogs in just to take out a few point defenses. For some reason, his Barbarian King decides to go to the perimeter instead of actually running around the interior of the base. I'm not exactly sure why he decided to do that, and then his Valk wound up going to the perimeter also. So, I mean, it was a bit of a interesting AI experience, I would probably have to say. And then the Hound pops in the final few seconds. He gets the 3-star. So this was another good war for us overall. A bit of experimenting happened with me, just because, once the war was won, I was like, why not have a little fun? So we are now 15-0, and we're going strong. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you would like to see anything in future videos, please feel free to leave a comment or stop by and just tell me. And just keep on clashing, guys.